This is Regis Program, and you're tuning into True School Sports.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something that the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, you see it. I'm rocking the Carolina Panthers leather jacket today. I've had it for a while. Never had a chance to wear it, so just figured I'd wear it for this video. Yes, for those that don't know, I am an unfortunate lifelong fan of the Carolina Panthers, but we did beat Tom Brady. We exposed Tom Brady. You saw what happened if you watched the NFL. You saw what happened last weekend. But I wanted to talk about this whole BLK Prime situation. Adrien Broner is signed a deal with BLK Prime, so he's left the long-time clutches of Al Heyman, which, truth be told, I thought years ago he should have signed Rock Nation. He chose not to. It was his decision, but his career has went on like a downward trajectory since that decision not to sign with Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Now, irrespective of that, let's talk about the present, because we can't live in the past. We can only be in the present. What does all this mean? Like Broner being with BLK Prime, because a lot of people came out, especially like the Spence fanboys. I mean, there's like a lot of people on here on YouTube, a lot of people from Texas here on YouTube that just can't put their man down, pom-poms down, and just call this fight for what it is. And there's a lot of people even on the Crawford side that can't just call that fight for what it is. It's two divas who don't want to fight each other. There's no way around it. I don't care what side you're on. But as far as Broner is concerned, I think it's good for Broner. I think it's good for Broner only if he's serious about really wanting to fight, because we know at Broner, he's very up and he's very down. The guy has a lot of mental hurdles that he's made light of himself, and we pray for Adrien Broner here on True School Sports. I actually had a chance to meet Adrien Broner myself. I met Adrien Broner maybe about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. I went down to Stacey McKinley's gym to go interview Stacey McKinley, and then Adrien Broner was there, and with all respect to him, he had a big gut. And he was very out of shape. And I said, "What's up, AB?" And he said, and I kid you not, I never talked to Adrien when I met him, but I said, "What's up, AB?" And then his response to me saying "What's up" was trying to figure out who the fuck is you. He said, "I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is you." That's what he said. But far as him with BLK Prime, I'm gonna look at it from both standpoints. So starting with the BLK Prime situation, right? From their standpoint, they're a new entity in boxing. As I've said many times, boxing is a sport of free enterprise where there's a lot of hands in the proverbial cookie jar of the fighters. It's not the most organized sport in the world. So with that being said, it allows people to come into the sport if they have the money and infrastructure. And BLK Prime seems to be that new media entity that's in boxing now. A lot of people are kind of comparing BLK Prime to Triller. Now, the Triller situation was a shit show, because I think they were trying to do too much with the entertainment and the boxing and the influence of boxing, and ultimately they couldn't really find their audience. They put on some good successful events, but it wasn't sustainable. BLK Prime seems to be just interested in the business of boxing. They've signed two fighters who respectfully in Crawford and Broner are at the tail end of their careers. So you just don't know what you're gonna get with those two guys at this point in their careers, because you're not really paying them for who they're gonna become, but who they've been. And when you're paying someone based on who they've been, as we see in other sports, that doesn't always make for the best business deals. You know what I'm saying? So Adrien Broner has to get in there and he's got to deliver. And truth be told, Adrien Broner hasn't delivered in the ring in more than half a decade. I mean, you'd probably have to go all the way back to when he fought probably Ashley Theophane to pick out a fight that he convincingly won, because he fought Granados. That was a close fight. Some people thought he lost. So it's been more than half a decade since Adrien Broner went in there and convincingly won a boxing match. And now this new entity is putting their marketing dollars into Adrien Broner, and their success is hinging on the stability, both mentally, physically, and emotionally, of Adrien Broner. And let's just be real, if past history tells us anything, it's probably not a good idea. So I hope, for the sake of BLK Prime, I think what they got to do, apart from signing, because I think they're off to a great start. I think the Crawford Avanishi fight will do well. I think Broner will get them some eyeballs. But ultimately, I think at some point, BLK Prime is going to have to look at going the route of signing a younger fighter who hasn't yet hit his prime. A guy that's like a can't-miss talent who hasn't hit his prime yet, who has some star potential. Now, I don't know where they're going to find that guy because all those kind of guys that exist are either on Top Rank or, Golden Boy. Like, Golden Boy's got Floyd Schofield. I don't know where they're going to find that kind of a talent. But they got to find a fighter that has that kind of profile. A guy that's must-see TV, who's young, and could really generate some eyeballs because they don't really have that right now. So, I think anybody who has questions about BLK Prime, they are more within their rights to have them because we've seen this with Triller. Triller, if you guys remember correctly, Triller pulled out all the stops. They had Peter Kahn, who was like one of the most experienced men in the boxing industry, and he couldn't even get that together because Triller was so disorganized with not paying people, the production, just all kinds of things. So, we've seen this movie before. I think December the 10th will be the first big domino to fall, and we'll see how it goes from there. But I know, as much as you guys know, just on my little short time here on YouTube, the last 7 years, we've seen Triller come and go. We've seen Ring City USA come and go. We've seen HBO come and go. But HBO was like a different story. But I'm saying like Ring City USA, Triller, Fight Club. I mean, come on. As far as PBC is concerned, where does this leave PBC, man? Because PBC, I've said it many times, and like I like PBC. People think I hate PBC. I like PBC. I've probably gone to more PBC shows than anything. But the reality is, PBC has been running a very unsustainable business model for a while, and they ran out of that Waddell and Reed hedge fund money a long time ago. So Al Heyman, if this is going to be something that he continues to press forward with this PBC, he's going to have to find ways to get creative and not just keep the ship afloat, but keep it going in the right direction. Because look, as much as I don't like Al Heyman when it comes to making big cross-promotional fights because they never happen when he's involved. The reality is I don't want PBC to go out of business because boxing is better when there's more competition. We get better fights when there's more competition. The great Kanye West said, no one man should have all that power. So I kind of apply that statement to boxing. But anyway, I've been all over the place. Just wanted to get my thoughts on this whole Adrien Broner 3-fight deal he signed with BLK Prime. He said pretty much that things slowed up at PBC, so it was time for him to move on and do something different. And listen, I like Adrien Broner. I want him to make the rest of his career the best of his career because he has. Don't get it twisted. He's done a lot of sabotaging things in his career, so he's not a victim. But I also do feel like Adrien Broner to a point has been underappreciated by boxing fans because while he may have been a little bit overrated as far as his boxing skills, Adrien Broner always was willing to fight the best people. I have more respect for him than I do Crawford or Spence because when he was at a much higher level of stardom than those guys, he fought your Marcos Maidanas, moved up 2 weight class to fight him, fought, challenged himself. And I can't get mad at a guy who's challenging himself. So God bless Adrien Broner, and I hope the rest of his career is the best of his career. So, yeah, leave your comments down below. What do you guys make of the Adrien Broner Triller situation? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Just like Mayweather's uncles would say, a lot of people don't know shit about boxing. You do. You've done it.
Thank you.
You about the only smart guy that I know, bro. Nobody knows shit about boxing.
I appreciate it, man.
I want to say, man, make sure to follow True School Sports, always covering boxing at the highest level, man, and make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Follow him on Instagram at Just a Kid from Dania as well.
He the plug.